Hello and welcome to another edition of Social Media Myths Busted. And today I'm here with Facebook Myth Buster, Nicole Jolie, who's going to talk to us about Facebook ads. Say hi.
Hi. Hi,
We're,
everybody.
we're just having fun here on the Hangouts, and Nicole is a wealth of information. So, Nicole, why don't you tell us about your vision and your work, your main focus? Because I know you are the guru of Facebook ads.
Oh, I'd love to say that I was a guru sometimes, but I haven't yet got my guru medal, but I'm getting it. I'm earning my guru medal. So my vision is, the main focus of the work here at Socially Smashing is to really work on cutting edge marketing strategies, and that sounds really kind of kavitchy, but it's not. A lot of people think that marketing is all about just putting your product out there and then everybody's going to buy. Build it and they will come. But there's so much more to it than that. So the main focus and the vision of this is that I use in my strategies marketing efforts that are really different, that work back to even like the 1900s, early 1900s, when the first of the marketing was telling a story and really sharing how people could benefit from this one product. And so bringing back into the marketing an idea of what it's like to be a part of that product and even a story about that product. So that's kind of the main focus of the work right now, is really learning how to create a story around the product that I'm marketing. That's the vision.
It's so cool because it's like what you're doing is cutting edge and yet it's time tested. So I love that. And I love bringing it to the social and digital platforms. So tell us about your journey in marketing and in social and how you got to social media.
I got to this. This is a longer story, but long story short, I was a triathlon coach and a personal trainer, and I started posting my workouts on my Facebook page so that my athletes could come to my workouts, because it was much easier for me to do that than actually emailing each and every one of them. And I was not very tech savvy at the time, and so I used Facebook as my modus operandi, if you will, my MO, to get my message out there. And because I started doing that, I started getting people looking at me a little differently. And the USAT coaches were like, "Well, what are you doing? And how are you doing this?" And they would, they would message me and say, "How do you get this done?" And this was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So I had my own triathlon team, and that's how I started to build that team. And I started to get free racing for that team, free swag, if you will, all kinds of really cool things for them that they would not have otherwise been privy to. So that's how I started it. And did I love it or hate it? I loved it. I thought it was great. I loved Twitter. I thought Twitter was just like so cool. I tweeted a lot. I
I
didn't
think
know.
that attitude makes a big difference for success. How do you think so?
Well, you can't go into this and say I hate it, but I'm going to use it so that I can get my message out there. It's too transparent. If you don't like it and you think that people are going to like you because you're shoving something down their throat that you think they need to buy, they're not going to buy it because you don't even like the platform you're using. So why is somebody going to walk into a car dealership when the car dealership is like, well, I don't believe in cars, but I'm going to sell them anyway because I know I can make money on it. It's just, it doesn't make sense. That's a bad analogy, but it's just all the same. You can't hate the platform that you're advertising on just because you think one thing. If you are, I try to get this across to my clients. Sometimes I'm really good at it, and sometimes I don't know if I'm so good at it, but I really work at trying to get it across to my clients that you can't walk into Facebook and say, here's my offer, buy it because you need it, because I know you need it. You have to, there's a method to the madness, and that method is that you walk in and you say, "Hi, I'm so and so, and this is what I do, and I'd like to give you this." So I think small businesses have a hard time with give first before they get. But they're more than happy to, if you're sitting at a restaurant or maybe, going into some other brick and mortar, they're more than happy to give you a free sample. Here's a free sample. But you've got to be there, right? So they don't take that free sample and move it online.
So let's talk about that with regard to ads. What myths do you think people buy into about Facebook ads in particular?
Okay, so there's a lot of myths about Facebook ads that I think people don't really, um, they either make up in their head or they hear something and they process it not the way it was supposed to be intended to be processed.
What do you
So,
think they're hearing?
um, oh, this doesn't work, and oh, it's a ripoff, and oh, there's no return on investment. But they're walking, like I said, they're walking into this expecting that people are going to buy from them. Whereas if you walk into this expecting that you are going to be the best that you can be for your product and give the best service and give the best benefits, that person who is your potential buyer will not only sense that, but will gravitate toward it and resonate because you are giving of your time, your energy, your effort, your knowledge, so that they can make an informed decision. Allow them to make their decision. Allow them to do it. And then once you allow them to do it, then that's when your Facebook ad will start working. So the myth is buy this product, it's 50% off. And that sometimes works depending upon the product, but the funnel in the back end has to be really, really strong. And so if you're not willing to take the time to build this out, then it's not going to work. Um,
Talk more about that funnel. What needs to happen from people going from a myth of like, oh, buy my product, I'll give you 50% off to actually making the sale though through a Facebook ad. What steps should they take?
well, it really depends on the product, but I mean, just in fact, this is one of the things that I would like to really hone in on, and I think I want to develop my own product for this so that I can just go over the basics of how to build out a funnel. And this is something that I'm really interested in doing, and I've been working on it a little bit. But the idea is if you're going to be pulling in people from an unknown source, meaning Facebook, and I say unknown because if you're not knowledgeable in it and you're not on it and you're not part of the peeps on Facebook,
If you're not known already?
well, if you're not used to being there, then thinking like your potential market is going to be a little bit tougher for you. So you've got to be able to do some research about your potential market because online and offline are two different clicks. In fact, there's no click offline, obviously, but there could be on the phone. Okay, I need to go here. Let me put that in. Oh, they have a coupon. All right. But online, when you're searching, it's a whole different scene. So getting back to the funnel is where you want to be able to resonate with that potential market so that when they click into your ad, you're engaging them right away. You're giving them something right away. You're allowing them to be a part of what you're offering right away. And that allowance is really, that's pretty big because a lot of us, including myself sometimes, you know, here's my product. It's so great. This is what it's going to do for you. But I could say that and it could be really, really true, but that doesn't mean that people are going to buy it. So on my back end, I've got to be able to give something first. Here's a $10 coupon. Here's a free download about what this product can do for you. Here is a free something. You've got to be able to give something to them. So your funnel has got to give so that it engages with them, so that it allows them to come back to you.
So once you give them something free, you send them from the ad to give them something free, something of value to them, then what do you do?
Um, well, then that's where you build your list. I mean, that's where you're going to be able to market to them consistently. If you're not building your list and you're just allowing for here, click this link and buy now, and you're not getting their email address to market to them, um, then that's you're leaving money on the table right there. So building that list is so crucially important, because you don't want to rely on Twitter, Facebook, Bing, Google, Yahoo, Pinterest. You don't want to rely on one platform. Just like when people were relying on Google Ads in 2009, then everybody had their ad account shut down because they had a lead page or a landing page, um, and it was really tough for those guys because that was their main moneymaker. So, but the good thing was is that they had built up lists. So now they had other ways to market to those people. So they could market JVs, or they could market other things. So you're you really want to build up your presence with what you can expect from your people. So for example, if you tell them, go check your email right now, you're you're giving them that, okay, I've got to go check my email because there's something there for me. So you're always allowing them to engage with you, and
So
that can feel stuff.
I think there's a myth out there that people might be thinking in the back of their head at this point, which is, isn't email marketing dead?
Yeah, sort of. But it's
But
only,
why build a list then and try to
well,
market to them?
that's a good question. It is sort of dead, but it's only dead in relation to how engaging are you in your copy, and did you market to the right people that want to hear from you? So, for example, Jay Peterman has a great catalog out, and people look forward to receiving Jay Peterman's catalog because there are stories about each and every one of the pieces of clothing in that catalog. There's a story that goes behind it. And regardless of whether they're reading the story or not, there's something that resonates with them. And that dress that somebody wore to a great gathering in the middle of summer, and how great they looked, and how breezy it was, and even though it was 116 bazillion degrees out, they looked awesome in this dress, and you can too. That allows Jay Peterman to build up their list and market to those people, because those people want what Jay Peterman has to offer. So if you're marketing to people that don't want what you have to offer, it's going to be a disaster. You know, I've been through that, and it's tough. But if you're marketing to people who want what you have, it's going to be a very easy sell for you.
Yeah, if you can provide the stories, the benefits, and the free gifts to give first, it sounds like that's the key to overcoming any myth about Facebook ads and or list building, email list building in particular. Uh, so that's what I'm getting from your wisdom here.
Well, they really want to be able to, just because you put up an ad doesn't mean that it's going to work, because you might not be targeting that right person, and you might not be talking to that right person, which is why when you drill it down, you want to talk to one person. It's like you're talking to your best friend when you're talking to that ad. I want to talk to my best friend, get 50% off right now, limited supply. This is an all organic, natural, hemp oil based, and you can go on, and you can create a way for that person to say, wow, I really like this person, the way that they're writing this, that I know I can get benefit out of this. So you want to talk to that person so that they can feel comfortable enough with you to click onto that ad. And that's where I think it's not the ad, like it's not the platform that's a myth. It's the fact that if you don't know how to write your copy correctly, you're never going to get in there. I mean, it's like it doesn't make sense. People are going to be like, well, and I've done this. Trust me, that epic fails where I don't write copy correctly, and then I'll write really simple copy, and it'll work. So the more jazzy you try to get, the more snazzy and sexy and woo, look at this, I'm going to do 6 backflips just to get you to do this. They're like, "Ugh, I don't want to have to go through 6 backflips. I just want to click the link. So it's such a it depends on the product. It depends on who you're targeting. It depends on the demographic. It depends on so many things. So there's not a myth about the ad. It's who are you talking to? Let's just get it really plain. Who do you want to talk to? And how do you want to talk to them?
Yeah. It's all about building that relationship. If you don't get who they are, then you don't have a relationship and you're not going to get sales.
Ted Rubin says R&R, return on relationship. It's not return on investment. It's not return on capital. It's return on relationship. What's the relationship going to return to you? How much does that one customer mean to you over time? How many buys are they going to have?
So did you buy into any social media myths along the way?
Oh, God, yeah. You kidding?
Oh, yeah, like
All you
what?
do, that's all you do is buy into myths when you first start out because you don't know. You don't know. You want to be like them. So, you see something and you're like, I'm going to make money online. You get all excited. And it doesn't work. You're not going to make money online because the it's not about what you have to sell. It's not about the product. The product is tertiary. In fact, Jason Fladlin came out with something and it was kind of funny. He said, do you think that you could have, if you had a mediocre product but excellent marketing, would that product sell? Or would you have a great product with mediocre marketing? Would that product sell? What would sell more? And it's the mediocre product with great marketing in the beginning will sell more. But over time, you'll see that trajectory go from up to down. Like it's going to go up here and then down here, right? Because the product is going to have to now kick in, right? But if you have a mediocre marketing and a great product and you start to see that trajectory rise kind of like this, it's still going to go up because the product is going to speak for itself, right? So if you've got a great product and kind of cruddy marketing, you still have a good chance.
Cool.
So,
That gives us hope because of what
yeah,
you said earlier is like if you don't have the right copy and gosh, how do you get the right copy?
but
If you don't be
it's
jazzy and
really
you got to be simple.
yeah, just be simple, just be you. I mean, just be who you are in your ads, and it will resonate with those people. People get too excited about, oh, I'm going to put this in the ad, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, and I do the same thing. And here's the thing: is that once I just start to go, okay, wait a minute, make it really simple for them, give them one thing to do. That's it. And then the next thing, one thing to do, one thing to do, because people are busy. They don't want to take the time to read a lot. They don't want to take the time to really listen a lot of things. They just want to be able to be told, here is what you could possibly need because this is your problem,
Mm.
and I'm going to help solve your problem. So there's so many facets to it, but yes, you can have a mediocre product and great marketing and really hit it out of the park, but you can have a great product and kind of cruddy marketing, which is kind of cool actually, and you can see that trajectory sort of climb, 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 and that's where the fun begins because that's where you get excited, that's where you light up, that's where you're like, wow, okay, and you start to take in. Ben Settle does this excellently within his email marketing, and he does it excellently with his new zombie cop, his new book, and he brings people into this story all the time. But he talks just like he talks regularly. He's always using like not always using, but he talks in very light sentences, and he's very dry and to the point, but he's funny and he's got people excited about his emails. Even myself, I love reading his emails. They're hilarious,
That's
and they're
great.
always, they're always selling something, but they're selling something in the way that I want to write like this. I want to be like that. I want to look like that. I want to feel like that. I want to have a relationship like that. I want to have a life like that. Because we're all trying to get out of what we have right now so that we can get into something else. Because we always think that there's something better on the other side, right? So that's what marketing is about. Give them something better than the other side.
Awesome. Tell us a story of some ad successes that happened and maybe they were unexpected or maybe they were completely you did
All
the
of my
right thing.
ad successes have been unexpected. I've got to say, in all of the things that I've done, quite honestly, my best successes have been winging it. And I'm not kidding you on that one. My best successes where everything has gone wrong up until that point, and then I've just turned it around 180 and said, okay, we're doing this, and this is how we're going to go about it. Boom, it works, and it works beautifully. Um, Sometimes clients, I've had two really, really awesome women clients that I absolutely love, and one of them had an offer that was resonating with her and certain people in her circles. But if you went out of that circle and tried to enlarge it, it was not going to resonate as well, because there were things that really needed to be honed in on. And when you make the video, it's like, oh my God, I got to do this again. So we tried A/B split testing on an ad with the video and without the video. And believe it or not, the without the video ad did really, really well. And that ad ended up getting her, I think, and it was a really quick launch, probably like 8 to 10 days, I think. And it netted her, oh, I'd say over 20 grand, easy. And then over time, probably, maybe, I guess over like $60,000, throughout the year.
Great. That
So,
I'd say is ROI. She didn't spend anywhere near 60 grand for the ads.
no, no, no. But she got a lot of value out of it, and she got some really, really great clients. So now she doesn't advertise as much because she's now built herself up. So this is the thing. If you're a coach, for example, and you're advertising your coaching services, and you really want to get out there and say, I do great coaching, you don't have to advertise all the time. You just have to keep in front top of mind with people and give them something every quarter. Like, for example, if you advertised every quarter, like this client does, and says, here, I'm going to give you this free report, or I'm going to give you this free, whatever she's giving out, right? And she gives that to her people and they sign up for it. Now she's spent very little on advertising, but she's got a really good base of people that she can market to. And if she keeps that marketing integrity within her emails, you know, there's no telling what she could do. You see? So she's marketed to the right people because she's given something away. And every quarter you can do that for 25 bucks. Really. You can put out an ad for 5 days at $5 a day and just market to maybe 10,000 people. A small niche. And just give them a free report of 5 pages or 10 pages that you write.
Awesome. I heard a myth you've got to spend hundreds of dollars a day to get any traction with
Well,
building your list.
here's the deal. When you start out an ad, and this is something that not a lot of people know, so I'll give you this. When you go to start out your ads on Facebook, you don't bid them really low because you're never going to get seen. You bid super high. You go to $100, $250, $200 a day. Now, don't freak out. You watch that ad for the first few hours after you get approved. Now, you got to watch this stuff. You can't just set it and forget it. This is your business, so you've got to really pay attention. Watch that ad. See how well the click-through rate is. See how well, put your pixels on. See how well it's being targeted. How many leads are you getting? How many sales are you getting if you're actually selling something? You've got to track all this stuff. And then once you see that, then you can lower the price. You can lower the bid from $100 a day to $5 a day. But you've got to go through that on each ad so that you can actually get it out there so that people can see it, and then you can pull it back. Okay? So you don't start out with 20 cents and then hope that, oh, I'm going to make millions. No, it's not going to happen. Let's be realistic about this. Go to, set it at $125, $200 for the day, watch it for a couple hours, and then pull it back.
Cool. Does that give you better priority in the ads being visible to the right people?
And it does if you've got the right, like, if your ad is being clicked on more. For example, if you have a compelling offer and you're giving something away for free, and you're targeting that niche really, really well, and let's say it's a real estate report. I'm going to give you a real estate report about, and I live in Los Gatos, so I'm going to give you a Los Gatos real estate report that says what are the 10 best schools and how much are the homes in that specific school area, and what do you have to do to get into that school, and give you all of this information so you don't have to go and find it, right? Because you're looking to move here. And then I literally target those people who are looking to move, which you can do, and I give that report to them. All right, now they're very interested in what I have to offer. That ad, because it's so good, because it's targeting that person, I'm talking to that mom, I'm talking to the the engineer who's moving here from India or wherever, and I'm really, really talking to that person now. Because I've done that, that click is going to go higher and higher and higher because I'm talking to them. They want what I have. And so that's what's going to bring down your cost, your CPC, cost per click, and it's going to bring up your CTR, which is click-through rate. Okay. Now those two things are, they're inverse relationships. There's other things that you can look at when you start tracking, but it basically that's where it starts. And then you can pull back that money that you put out there, that 125 bucks. You can pull that back because your offer is now getting a lot of clicks, and so it's now okay. I can pull it back to 50. I can put it back to 25. I can pull it back. You don't want to go from 100 to $5. Okay, you want to increment it. Okay, and pull it back, pull it back. So it's going to cost you $5 a day once you tighten and write it. You got to tighten and write it. But once that happens, then you're good. Then you've tested it and you're doing great.
That's awesome. Is there any value in doing like ads?
It depends on what you're doing them for.
So if you just want to grow your Facebook fan page, does that help your fan page get more visibility or just more likes?
That's a great question. It does both to a certain extent, depending upon how you're pushing the like ads out. Now, there's now that Facebook has changed the way the way the right hand side looks, there's a lot more room for you to have more say in what you're doing. So I would say yes, they work. But there's certain ways to make them work really, really good, and you have to understand this is social proof. This is not an ad for people to buy your product. It is social proof and social proof only. So understand
social proof that you're popular or what?
Yeah. Social proof that people like your page. So like, for example, Brett Gregory has Costa Rica Yoga. It's got over 1 million likes on it, right? So it's a pretty popular page. It's got more likes on it because he ran like ads. He ran like ads to get social proof. And the way he did it was actually very, very smart. Although this is social proof. These aren't buyers to what he has. Not a million people aren't rushing to him and going, I want to go down to your Costa Rica yoga retreat. But as the social proof is built up and people see it, and they see it in their, pages to like. Okay, so you have suggested pages, people who have liked this page, and then you have this bar underneath that says people who have liked this page have liked these pages too. His page is showing up there.
Well, that's valuable. That's cool.
Okay, so yes, but it's still social proof. So keep that in mind, when you're doing this, is that, it's social proof. And I have not even really paid much attention to my page lately because I've been working so hard on some other things. But it's really important that when you keep doing this, you keep you're creating it. And once you hit your margin, like if you say I want 100,000 likes, once you hit that, then you really start to bring in the value on that page. So that's all got to kind of work together in that symbiotic relationship where you have really good content, you've got really good calls to action, and then you've got a great following. So that the Girlfriend Life does a great job of this. Joanne Darby, who's a good friend of mine, and I actually, she was a client. She does a great job of this. And
sure, how she does that.
How does she do it? Oh, wow. Joanne has a flair. She started about 7 years ago too. And she, in fact, until last year, she didn't even know that you can auto post on this. So it's kind of funny. But she would post she posts probably 16 to 20 times a day on her Facebook page. And she posts the girlfriend giggle, the girlfriend life, the girlfriend moment. And so it's all about the girlfriend. So she really has created herself in such a way that she's brought in all of these people who want to be part of the girlfriend. So once they get to be a part of the girlfriend, they're like, ooh, I'm a part of the girlfriend. fun, you know, so they feel like they're a part of something. When you allow people to come in and feel like they're a part of something, that brings in like this, ooh, I'm a part of this. How cool. I'm one of the peeps, you know. So Facebook is all about this socialization of becoming better at communicating. So it's one thing that I think that Facebook does really good at, and I think the people, actually Facebook doesn't, but the people that are on it have learned how to write, they've learned how to communicate a little bit better, and they've learned how to communicate in such a way that not everybody understands what's going on in my brain right now, right? So, and I'm saying this in general, I'm not saying this specifically. So it's brought in that kind of feeling. So if you're able to bring that to people and you're able to say, be a part of the girlfriend life. Everyone wants to, you know, get the recipes, get the cool shoes, get the cool bags. And how she's made money on this is she's been an Amazon affiliate. She's been, you know, affiliates for things. So she pulls in her affiliate link with a smart URL or a bit.ly. And it's brilliant. She went from making zero, almost losing her marriage from her husband, Alan, to making over $1 million. And now she's a Zig Ziglar, I don't know, you have to go to the Girlfriend Life to see it, but she's one of the Zig Ziglar people. Like, she's been crowned Zig Ziglar, Ziggy, like, I don't know what it is, but like, she's really big in that. So that's a pretty cool thing too.
That's great.
Zig Ziglar, Ziggy, I like it.
So it made me think about, you know, we talked about like ads, and we talked about putting these awesome posts up. Is there any value in boosting posts?
It depends on what you're boosting, but it's all, you know, all of that is a part of what you're saying, how you're saying it, who you're saying it to, and why. So, for example, if you are creating a social proof on your page, like I said, and you're going to likes, okay, and likes are all over the place, they're all over the world, and you're targeting all over the world for likes, if you boost that post on your page, how successful do you honestly think you're going to be to sell that product if in fact the likes that you're getting are not people who are buyers? So if you're...
Well, it's not necessarily that you have to boost a sales post. It could be just a post that's inspirational and you get all these shares and then...
Great. Now
that
works if those people understand, if you're not putting likes out there to different countries that don't speak English, right? So for example, if I have a dog page that's a Rottweiler page and I'm going to post like, I want people that are only Rottweiler lovers to like my page, that's going to happen. That's so going to happen because there's a box of people that are like, I love Rottweilers. Of course I'm going to click this page. Love Rottweilers, right? So they're going to come to my page and they're going to like my page. Now, if I went to China and said, do you love Rottweilers? They eat dogs. So no, they don't love Rottweilers. It's not going to happen, right? So I'm using that as a really big dichotomy because you want to make sure that if you're going to run like ads and you only want buyers and only people that are really, really interested in what you have to sell, you want to go after those people, right? So your likes are going to be less once you start targeting, but they're going to be less people but more targeted so that when you do boost a post, if it is about your product or if it is about your inspiration or if it is about something that resonates with them, there will be more shares. Costa Rica Yoga does that all the time. It's great. You can see it. It's cumulative. Their likes are cumulative on their albums. They do photo stacks. It's awesome to watch.
Wow. Those are great examples, the Girlfriend Life, the Costa Rica Yoga, your clients. What advice do you have for people who are now willing to step in? The Rottweiler dog? We got to do one of those, right?
Right.
I love it. So what advice do you have for people who are ready now? They're excited. They feel the energy that you're putting out on the possibilities for Facebook ads. What if they want to step out and play a bigger game?
There's so many other things to do too. I mean, you don't have to stick onto Facebook. You can go to Pinterest or YouTube or Bing or Yahoo or Google or Tumblr or Medium, Snapchat. I mean, there's so many places to go. So pick a platform that you feel comfortable with, first of all. Facebook does not have to be your platform, okay? One of the things that I would really say to you is that, you don't need, if you don't have a blog, you don't need one. You don't need to worry about that. Don't People aren't looking for you. They're not looking for Nicole Jolie. They're not looking for Socially Smashing. They don't even know who I am. But when you start to get to be more, dynamic in the world of where you're going, and to those people who resonate with you, then you can start pulling in your blog and your information. Not to say that I don't have one, I totally do, but um, quite honestly, it doesn't get a lot of hits because nobody's looking for me. They're looking for me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. They're looking for me on the platforms because that's where they're comfortable being. I'm not comfortable being on your blog. I'm comfortable being on Facebook. Okay, so think about it that way. Are you comfortable being on my blog? Are you going to get any interaction? Absolutely not. Are you comfortable being on Facebook? Total interaction. So think about it the same way they do. Break it down really, really simple, and that's where you're going to win. That's where you're going to win.
So start where you're comfortable and start doing what there?
Start engaging. Start finding out. Do some research. Go into graph search optimization and find out how you use graph search on Facebook to find the people that want what you have. Start looking into people that you want to target. So, for example, if you did like 5 days worth of research, you could probably do some pretty good, and I want to say pretty good damage, but I don't mean to say it in that way. But you could do some really good stuff with just, you know, who am I talking to and what am I saying to them and what resonates with them. So if it's a housewife that stays home and schools her children and is all organic, then do you think she's going to go after something that has, fragrance in it? No. If you have fragrance in your product and you say, okay, this has a light fragrance that's made out of these frangipani oils that are from, frou-frou land that are all organic, blah blah blah. She's going to be like, wow, okay, that's going to resonate with me. So you want to find out what resonates with those people. When you start to just take a look at what people are saying and start to interact with them, you'll find out so much information about who you're talking to, and you'll be able to market to them like nobody's business. And this doesn't cost you anything. This is just all about you taking 2 or 3 hours to really find out who your client is.
Thank you so much for that awesome information. How can people find you and work with you?
You can find me at sociallysmashing.com. And yeah, I will put out a little, tripwire that goes through this kind of a little bit more, and not that this wasn't in depth, but just gives you these ideas so that you can see them, in a mind map, if you will, so that you can kind of understand where that's going. Um, but yeah, I'll do that and work on that. I think that's a good idea. But just, honestly, if you can just take what you know about what you're trying to sell or who you are, what your coaching is or what your program is, and just decide, I want to talk to 10 people. How would I talk to them in a room? And write that down. You're going to do far better than if you would if you just took them all in a huge, oh my God, I've got to talk to everybody. So it's so much simpler for you, especially.
I love it. Keep it simple on social media.
Keep it simple on social media. Oh, I like that.
Yes, okay.
That's a
Well,
good URL to buy right there.
I know there's a KISS social media out there, but here's to keeping it simple on social media. Thank you, Miss Nicole and Jolie. Find her at sociallysmashing.com, and we will be back with you for another edition of Social Media Myths Busted. Bye for now.
Bye for now.